We're talking with Oliver Sloup right now. He's with Blue Line Futures in Chicago. Well, as we look at our livestock trade on the futures trade, Oliver, it looks like we have a little bit of strength showing up in the entire cattle complex. Goodness, you take a look at how the chart is starting to look here on the feeder cattle market. It's a lot more positive than what it was about a week ago, isn't it?
It certainly is. Live cattle and feeder cattle a week and a half ago, as you had mentioned, it looks like that we were potentially forming a top. We had the cash market relatively stagnant, but last week we started to see the cash market firm up, and that kind of reignited some of the optimism that the fund flow would continue to pile in on the livestock markets. And that's I think what we're seeing here. We saw the cash firm up a little bit, and that's got people excited, and we're right back at those highs, or pretty darn close to them, and I wouldn't be surprised to see us go take out those highs. But the bulls really want to see this cash market continue to firm, and that become more of a trend, not just kind of a new peg to get stuck on. So that's going to be something we're keeping a very close eye on here this week.
What month are you seeing the most volume in right now?
We're trading June live cattle and May feeder cattle. That is where a majority of the volume is. So that's where a lot of our attention is focused on with clients right now.
Okay, now let's swing over to the lean hog trade. And right now you have the April contract 47 lower at $100.32. It went down and tested the sub 100 level early this morning and went back up above it again. May lean hogs, after getting down to $99.95, are now $100.60. That would be down 75 cents, so they've gained back about half of what they lost. When you look at a lean hog chart, it doesn't leave much to the imagination here, does it? Even though it's selling off a little bit today, it has had quite a run.
The path of least resistance has been higher for some time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that continue. A lot of times in these bullish markets, things tend to overshoot fair value, and I'm not sure that we've gotten that blow off top that we see in a lot of other commodities just yet. So I wouldn't try to be a hero and step in front of this market. I think the fundamentals are pretty supportive and probably keep a floor in things, at least here for the very near term, and I think there's probably upside potential, and that doesn't mean that I'd be just jumping in, buying blindly here right now, but I certainly wouldn't be trying to fade this market right now. We've just been a little bit more of a spectator as of late.
Great stuff, Oliver. Thanks for joining us today. Oliver Sloup of Blue Line Futures in Chicago. Janet, back to you.